Hello, Hawaii. Today, I wanted to talk about LAA detox powder, and DOKTOR detox powder. Over my late 9 o'clock, so it's very late breakfast. I just went to running. I just went to run my Duncan, the big dog, Newfoundland. I took him, I take him running every morning, and thanks to, I guess, everybody's effort, his blood test came back. He's about 10 years old already, and he's very old, big dog, but all perfect. So it's good to go really light, exercise despite your age. Just go ahead and every day you should do a light exercise and always get that, promote the circulation. And today, since I have the breakfast here, and some people wonder what I eat, so I would like to just kind of go briefly explain. This is natto and avocado and fermented, I guess the turnip. これカブ?
これは紫大根です。
It's a purple radish. Sorry, purple daikon, and a lot of leafy vegetable cooked. Very fast, quick cooked. And these vegetables I didn't mention, but all these green veggies that I eat here, we make it at the garden. We have a small farm going. I don't even want to call it a farm. It's a small garden, but lots of this grows. And we use a lot of ashes from, when we take down the bamboo tree, and when we clean the mountain, we, start the fire. And after the fire is done, then you have a nice fresh ashes that you can put it back to the ground, so that lots of good minerals and healthy ground produce real strong green vegetables. And these things, when you eat it, it's very different. It has a lot of strong taste in it. And remember, this kind of green substance makes your body, it makes your good blood. So these are the kind of things I try to include to what I eat. And of course, this one looks like a tempura, but it's local potatoes in Chiba and also in Ibaraki. And the oil, when you use oil, make sure if you're using high temperature, I would recommend using rice oil. Some people use olive oil, but when you're putting a lot of heat through the oil, you want to use the oil that can handle the heat. So you don't want the oil to get rancid and acidic. So in this kind of cooking, make sure you use the oil that can handle the heat. And in this case, we use rice oil. Sesame oil is good too, but sesame oil has too much sesame taste, so rice oil is great. And also for, I guess, protein, this is hiraki fish. This is basically fermented, slightly fermented fish in Japan. These kind of fish are exposed, dried under the sun for a couple of days. So it has lots of good amino acid in it. It might not look good, but it's a really great food. And of course, there's a brown rice and a miso soup comes with it. And this is late time, but it is my I guess brunch maybe my breakfast. I guess is a little bit too late today. Today I have to go running, and I was doing all the errands on the outside cleaning. So and. Back to the main subject. I'm going to start off with the DOKTOR powder, which I explained last time briefly, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to use it so people can, clean their vegetables and food before you use it. So you're detoxing the food. You're not putting in any junk stuff like fertilizers and all these things on it. Like I'm not talking about fertilizer. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the pesticides that everything would contain, on the surface. We need to clean it out and detox it. So here we have a strawberry that we're gonna use this strawberry for the jam. So this strawberry doesn't look too fresh. It's a little bit beat up, but we're using this for the jam. We create our own jam too. So before we use it, maybe you can show people how to. Yeah. So you would maybe use a spoonful like that to 2 liters of water, little bit less than gallon. So, usually one teaspoon like that to the gallon. and then you have all these little white things underneath, okay? Then you get the vegetable, or a it's a strawberry, so this is a fruit. So you dip it in, and then you use this kind of basket, so you don't need to catch it, every single one with your hands. Just detox it and soak it in, and then shake it around a little bit. And for strawberry, about 1 minute is fine. You don't want to do too long because it will make the skin too weak. Because this one is a strong alkalinity, high pH value, so it's gonna eat away on that strawberry. So all the apple and stuff, you can leave it for 10 minutes or whatever. But strawberry, you gotta be very fast. And you're gonna lift it off, cut the water, and then dry it. And then as you can see, when you lift it off, you can kind of see that murkiness, yeah? I don't know if you can see it, but it becomes a little bit reddish and murky. So that's how you clean it. And then once you clean it, if you're gonna use it a little bit later, dry it like that with all that powder on it, because this doctor powder is considered food. It's a calcium, so you can eat it, but you can leave it on, okay, and then dry it and store it. Then that way you can store it longer shelf life. But if you're gonna use it, make sure you clean it with water and brush it off. I mean, not brush it off, but just thoroughly just clean it. Although it's non-harmful. Like even if you eat this, it's not a problem. But I would clean it off gently. And that's ready to use. And the last subject is about detox powder, the ALOHA detox powder. This is the one you take in. You use it as a supplement. So what you do is, I already put it in, but you got a cup and water, and a spoon like this. Powder looks like this. So you put the spoon in it, scoop it, put it in, pour water, you mix it up. And you shake like this, and you drink every day. And this, what it does is that this is supplementation based on the intestinal hematopoiesis, meaning we focus on taking care of your gut to promote optimal quality blood. So we as an ALOHA medicine or Oriental medicine, we focus on getting your gut health and then making a clean blood so that blood can better, healthy blood cells circulates to every corner of the body is the basis of the health. And to do that, we like to put in the ingredient that's going to activate the intestinal function and also becomes an ingredient to make a great blood. And obviously you use it together with all that good, healthy, everyday diet, okay? But I would like to just show you what's in it. So ingredient list is here. It says organic brown rice powder. Organic brown rice powder is, we actually bake the entire brown rice, including the bran and the wheat around it, the germs, bran and a germ around it. So you're eating the entire brown rice, and that has lots of minerals. See, the thing is, a lot of people are nutritionally deficient. Nutritionally fulfilled. Too much nutrition, especially the people in this modern days and age. There's too much nutrition in terms of protein and maybe like a carbohydrates. Lots of nutrition that way, but many times you're deficient in a mineral. So a lot of people are excess in the protein intake and maybe carbohydrate, but a lot of time you're deficient in minerals, and that includes a lot of major minerals and also many subtle, I guess you call it subtle minerals that is really, I guess in English you call it trace minerals. So it has, the brown rice will contain a lot of it because then it has the bran and wheat around it. The wheat comes off, but the bran and the germ around it would contain many minerals. That's the reason why we put it in. And the second is the organic coconut water. Coconut water that's dried. So we don't have the coconut, the meat around it. We don't put it in. But the water itself, we dry it. And that dried powder, we put it in. So it has all the electrolyte and all the trace mineral. And kamut grass powder. See, those are the green leafy things, just like this, but it's kamut grass. Those are like, I think in US people know it as a barley grass, but kamut is something similar to the barley grass, but it is more sort of an ancient type species that originated in Egypt. They call it kamut. So then that's a little bit more potent green. So we use that. So that alone, we don't put the whole leaf. We squeeze the juice, get the juice, and dry the juice. Low temperature dried. See, everything is low temperature dried, to preserve the enzyme and vitamins. Okay, so those are like the three main ingredients, because a lot of leafy green things are what makes the good healthy blood. Okay. So those are the three main ingredients, and then it has organic Hawaiian noni. Noni, we use the entire pulp without no seeds. So the seed gets taken out, but the whole entire pulp is used. And then again, we dry that with a low temperature drying to preserve all the enzyme and vitamins. So it is basically like a whole food supplement. So these things are not extracted nutrition, but entirely everything is in it, and it's been dried with a low temperature. And the probiotic blend is, we have 6 different kind of probiotics in there that going to enhance the intestinal function. So everybody forget about this, but our intestines have many alleys in there that's basically thriving in there. Those are the guys that's doing a lot of job for us, and they are the main function of the intestines. So if you want to take care of your intestines, make sure you're feeding good probiotic back into your intestine, so that for your intestinal health they are totally necessary. So we put it in, and of course make sure you eat it with the pickles or sauerkraut or some fermented foods like this too. Those are all important, because there's so many different kind of variety in there that people are not, nobody knows exactly how many is out there. So make sure you make your own in attempt to put different kind of variety. So you want to get your intestinal flora abundant, with a abundant different kind of type. And also herbal blend is the Inyoto blend. We use this Inyoto all the time, and these are blend with the ginseng. Okay, little bit of ginseng. Ginseng is good for the yang. Okay, yang and yin and yang energy, and then also a ginger, dry ginger. So dry ginger is great for warming your intestine, and cordyceps. And American ginseng. See, American ginseng is it's good for your yin. It's a ginseng, but it's a different kind of ginseng. The other Korean ginseng or regular ginseng is for your yang, but the American ginseng is to promote your yin energy. And also a reishi mushroom, and also we have a licorice in there. So all these 6 herbs are blended in to enter to all your 12 channels, and this is going to tonify your yin and yang and qi and blood. Later it's going to be promoting your essence in the body. So yin, yang, qi and blood makes your they call it shin. It's in Oriental medicine you call it the shin. Shin is like a direct translation would be it's like a hormone and all the fresh body fluids, of course including the blood and everything else, but it's the proper lubrication, all types of different kind of lubrication that is basis of the life. We call it in Japan, we call it shineki. So yin, yang, qi, and blood makes that essence. which is a shineki. So the design is to do that. So you have that in there, and also a bee pollen, propolis, and royal jelly. So almost like you're taking away, taking the entire beehives, and all the goodness inside is all in here. But we don't have the regular, beehives in there, but everything else is in there. And also milk thistle, very gentle liver detoxing agent, and we put a very sparkly, very little bit in there, so it doesn't become any strong stimulation. And also ginkgo leaf, ginkgo biloba. And then aloe vera powder. So aloe vera too, but aloe vera, this another way to use it is to make sure you take away the skin part. The outside layer is not in here. We only use the jelly inside of aloe vera. That's sort of the important point. So the bitterness is not there. So that's what composes this detox powder, La detox powder. And this is how to use it is to put it in a cup, shake it, make a shake with it, and then you just drink it. And if you're on the detox program, some people use 3 times a day, and sometimes they skip their meals. And even if you're skipping a meal, I really advise people to take something, because a lot of times it's you need nutrition. And I'm pro detoxing, but like it's really good to go do this with a really right balance. A lot of time people skip entire meal for a couple of days, and that takes a lot of attention, and you need some guidance. And to do a detox safely, some people do half a day or day detox, and I would totally recommend taking something like this to at least you're putting something catabolic in there. So these things are very catabolic. So what it means is that catabolic food, it makes energy, but at the same time it doesn't build up in the body. It makes energy, but it breaks up that substance, all the toxins leave. So even if you're taking brown rice and all that, those are very semi detoxing, because those things are catabolic food. Like if you're comparing it to the white rice and brown rice has all the wheat and germ around it. So then that needs to get digested first. So the body uses a lot of energy. Then you have the carbohydrates in the middle. But somehow when you're eating brown rice and whole grain, it doesn't get you, it doesn't accumulate. The reason why is that those things becomes catabolic. So when you're eating food, it's really important to balance those two concepts, catabolic and anabolic food. So, in order to stay healthy, all the foods are good, but make sure you eat balanced meal. And today I just wanted to touch the information about the detox powder and also La detox powder. Have a good day.